Dear Mr. President, dear colleagues, I had a plan for the speech, but now I want to change it because I was very deeply touched by the words of Madame Anne Brasseur. I think we should all say a very big thank you to her. After 20 years of working here in the Parliamentary Assembly, she is a real example of how we can serve our people and how we can serve the values, the real European values, which we are defending here. That's the main idea why we are getting together 4 times a year here, just to defend the values. That's the main thing. Not to spend the budget, not to say hello to one another, but to defend the values. I have my personal thanks to Madame Brasseur because 3 years ago, as a member of Ukrainian Parliament and member of delegation in Parliamentary Assembly from Ukraine, I went to Moscow to say goodbye to Mr. Boris Nemtsov, who was killed 100 meters from Kremlin. And I knew him personally, and I couldn't not to come, not to say goodbye to him. And when I entered Moscow, I was beaten there by Moscow police. I was put to the prison. My lawyers, my doctors were not allowed to me, and only after intervention of such people as Madame Brasseur, she was a president at this time, and I know that she did a lot to help me in this situation. But Minister of Foreign Affairs of Great Britain and other people who really helped me, and that's why the Russian authorities decided to let me go after some time spent in Moscow prison. That's why I want to say one more time thank you to Madame Brasseur, and I want to ask all of us, please, don't forget about the values, the main thing which we are defending here, because during last time there are huge challenges to these values. Chemical attack in Salisbury, Syria, elections in Crimea annexed by Russian Federation. We have Mr. Dzhemilov, who is head of Crimean Tatar Medjlis people. He is our colleague in PASE. Now, and he spent 15 years in Soviet prisons just for his political views. Now he is not here, but he asked me to say to you that that was happening in Crimea during the so-called elections of Putin. It was awful. This was a huge violation of every right. People were forced to go to the polling stations. People were forced because they will be fired. Muslims, Baptists, Ukrainians, Crimean Tatars, everybody. And after this we want to say, okay, let's Russia come back and be between us. So what for is our organization after this if we would allow such things? So please, don't forget about the values. And Madame Brasseur, merci beaucoup pour votre travail. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much for your work. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hasanov from Azerbaijan.